Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another video here from Lima, Peru. Today, again, we are going to eat our way through the city. We're currently actually in 𝐿𝐿, which I don't know if it's the safest part of town, but it doesn't seem particularly safe. But I do want to try some local food here. 𝐿𝐿 is the port. It's the port of Lima, which means that there is obviously going to be some great seafood. So let's go see if we can get some ceviche. I know it's later in the day, but let's hope something's still open because I am dying to try some local traditional ceviche. So let's go ahead and go for it. First stop of the day, this is a noisy place. But we've come to a place known as Restaurante León del Norte. And the reason I chose this place is because here in 𝐿𝐿, it's like the one place where there's so many people. I mean, the reason it's so noisy is because there's so many people here. But I got the classic dish here, ceviche. As you can see, it's the raw fish cooked in lemon juice. And then I also got 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿 de Pescado, which is basically fried fish. It came to the combo, and let me just make this clear. This is an individual portion of ceviche. I don't know how this is an individual portion because it is massive. I cannot tell you how massive this portion is. It does come with two sauces. I think one is spicy, one is creamy, and then there are also some chips that you also use to dip the ceviche. Now the ceviche itself looks unlike any other ceviche I've had. It's got this sort of like pinkish, purplish. But to be fair, when I've had ceviche in other parts of the world, like for example, when I've had it in Mazatlan, for example, it hasn't had that purplish color. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know why it's such a faint purple color, but it's definitely different from any other ceviche I've had before. So without further ado, I'm about to have my first ever Peruvian ceviche here in the town of 𝐿𝐿, which is basically a seafood town. It is a port. It's the port of 𝐿𝐿. So obviously, they're going to have some great seafood. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the chips. And notice, when I was in Mexico, I don't know if you remember, when I had ceviche, they were like tortilla chips. Here, these are plantain chips, right? So these are plantains that they fried, and they use them as chips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, scoop up some of the ceviche. Wow, look at that. That looks incredible. That looks like the perfect bite right there. Let's go ahead and try this. Wow, that just is amazing. The fish, it's so fresh. I'm pretty sure it was like caught like right here in the port. It is incredibly fresh. I love the sourness of the lemon juice. The banana chips, these are amazing, and I'll tell you why. These are very substantial. They're not like tortilla chips. They have their own flavor. They have a real nice, like a salty, nice flavor, which I love with the ceviche. You need the plantain chips to go with the ceviche. It totally fits. It's a combination that totally works. Now, what I do want to do is I want to get some of the fried pieces. These are the 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿 de Pescado. I mean, 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿 is usually pork, but when you have 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿 de Pescado, it's fried fish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in the salsa. I have this spicy salsa right on top. Let's try out some fried fish. Never knew that would work with ceviche, but let's go ahead and try it out. That is the best fried fish you're going to get. The fish is so soft. It literally breaks apart in your mouth. The salsa, it is spicy, but it's not like a sweetness to it as well. It's sweet, like a sweet and spicy sauce, like almost like a fruity type of sweet. The batter on this is so crispy. I cannot tell you how crispy it is, but for me, it's the meat inside. It's the fact that when you break it open and you bite in, it literally disintegrates. It just melts in your mouth. I don't know how they make the fish here so amazing that it literally just breaks apart. It's like a million, like almost like a liquid once you bite in. But that's what they do here. It is so incredible. There is a reason the Peruvians invented ceviche. Let me tell you, they've got it right here. You're never going to get ceviche anywhere else in the world that is going to be this good. At last, I finally had the chance to try ceviche. What an amazing, I mean, that is easily the best ceviche I've ever had. the fish was so meaty. It was so nice and it just melted. And then even the chicharrón, the pescado, I never thought I would be trying fried fish like that, but that was delicious. I mean, who would have known using fried plantains will create such a good result? Fried plantains, ceviche together, that is a combination that you're never gonna get anywhere else. That just works like nothing else ever again. But yeah, amazing, amazing. That place I highly recommend. A lot of locals are there actually, so seems like it's a pretty good place. But the ceviche is just absolutely incredible. Just some of the best ceviche I think you're gonna get ever in the world. Well, night has fallen here in Lima, Peru. It's a few hours later and we're actually back in Miraflores after that delicious, delicious ceviche. There are a few places I want to show you guys. A lot of sweets actually we're going to be having tonight. A lot of traditional Liman desserts that I haven't had a chance to show you. So let's go ahead, let's head over to the main park area and let's go see what we can get to eat. First stop for the evening, we've come to a place that's known as La Lucha Sangucheria. It is a classic place, and I'm telling you it's classic because locals here will flock to this place. And when I mean flock, I mean I literally see people on buses carrying this back home because it's such a popular place. Like, it is insane how popular this place is. The line never stops. There's not only a line to order, there's also a line to get a seat because it's that packed inside. The locals love this place and I'm about to find out why. Now, I got a set, so I got one of the sandwiches. Now, a sanguche is basically a Peruvian sandwich, but the way they do it is very different. Like, the bread is different. The ingredients they pack inside are incredible. They literally stuff to the bread. Like, Peruvians know how to do a sandwich. You know, like other countries, like Italy has a panini. Here in Peru, they've got their sanguche, and it is amazing. I got mine with chicharrón, which is pork, but it comes with camote, which is a sweet potato. It comes with a sort of spicy salsa with onions, and then I even topped it off with an extra egg because that looks good. On the side, I got chicha morada, which is a classic drink here made of purple corn, and of course, some fries just to top it off. Let's first go ahead and try the chicha. It should be cold. It should be cold. It should be refreshing, and considering that it's like a semi-warm day, it's a good idea to have some chicha morada here. Let's go ahead and try this out. That is probably the best chicha morada I've had here in Peru so far. That is so good. It is sweeter than most other chicha moradas I've had, but it's not like a sugar sweet. It feels more like a starchy corn sweet, like almost like a corn syrup, natural sweetness. I love chicha morada. It's one of my favorite drinks, and that one is got to be one of the top ones I've bought. Okay, let's go ahead without further ado. Let's try out our chicharrón sandwich. You can see, actually, interestingly, the bread on top is made into two pieces. It's not like one burger. I don't know why they do that, but let's go ahead and try it out. There is so much going on in that bite. First off, the bread. It's so soft, but it's flaky on the outside, which is exactly what you want in a toasted nice sandwich. The chicharrón is quite salty. I love like a salty, porky flavor, but it's not overly salty. It has that umami, meaty flavor. The sweet potato provides a nice sort of stable base that's sort of starchy, but it also has an earthier flavor. And then the onions, they're actually not that spicy, but they do add a bit of like a crispiness. They add like a different vegetable crispiness flavor. And then, of course, the fried egg. Add a fried egg, it's totally worth it. It's so crispy and spongy, just like how a fried egg should be. Oh, that is incredible. For me, what I love, the combination of the sweet potato is something that works really well. The sweet potato is very, very starchy. It's earthy. It gives it another sort of like stable root vegetable base that you really need in this sandwich. I've never have thought to put a sweet potato in a sandwich. And also it brings a little bit of sweetness. It brings another additional flavor, a level of flavor to the entire sandwich. So that is delicious. Now, of course, the fries, these are pretty good fries, but they've got some dressings here. I think there's mayonnaise and I think there's mustard. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead. I think this is mustard. Let's try it out. Correction. That right there, that was ají. And it's not too spicy, but it's got a bit of that flavor. Got that smoky flavor that I really love from ají. But nothing too special about the fries. The fries are good, classic French fries. They're potato fries. What I love is the sandwich. The sandwich is something you're not going to find anywhere else. There's a reason this place has been around for so long, and there's a reason so many locals come here. They flock here to try their sanguche. This is completely worth it. And it's only, all of this entire combination was only like 27 soles, which isn't expensive at all considering you're in the middle of Miraflores, right next to Miraflores Park, which is right behind me. This is a combination that is definitely worth it when you're here in Lima. That place, I mean, look at it. It's so literally bustling with people. That is easily one of the best sandwiches I've had in my life. Like, I just cannot tell you. That combination with the chicha morada, for me, how do you put sweet potato in a sandwich and make it good? I just never expected it to be like that. I never expected it to be that good, but it shocked me, it surprised me. It was fresh, it was salty, but it's exactly what I was looking for in a good sandwich. No wonder locals flock here for the delicious sandwiches they have, or the sanguche that they have here. All right, there are some desserts I want to try, so let's go ahead and get some desserts on the way. Before we actually eat dessert, it might be smart to get a nice warm drink, because it is getting a little bit chilly here in Lima. It's not chilly, but it's just nice to have something warm. And there is one thing I know I've always been craving here in Peru. That is Emoliente, the classic herbal drink. Good for your body, good for health, good for digestion. So it allows us to eat more. That's the way I see it. That's the way I hope it is. It cancels out all the fatty, salty chicharron that we had earlier. So hopefully that works out. Let's go ahead and try some emoliente. Oh, there's a reason I love emoliente. It's got that almost like, it almost like tastes like lemongrass. It almost tastes like a lemongrassy water, but it's a little sweet. It's got a little bit of like tartness in it, but it's just the perfect warm grassy drink. It literally tastes like water cooked in herbs, which is basically tea, but it's not tea. It's a little thicker than that. It's got a different texture to it, and it just completely warms up your entire body. This would have been really appreciated in Cusco, because in Cusco it gets really, really cold at night. A drink like this will totally warm me up. But here as well, in the park, here in Lima, this is the perfect drink. Now, that's not going to be it for dessert. We have one place that I want to go to in particular that's very, very famous. So let's go ahead and head over there. This is just right here in the main park, actually, here in the park in Miraflores. But we're just going to go across a few streets, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, why this place is so, so famous and so, so incredible. Top of the day, we've come to a place known as Manolo. They've been around since 1968. So if you think about it, that is what, 50 plus years of history. They are famous for the churros. I've heard that they have the best churros you're gonna find in all of Lima, perhaps in all of Peru. But I also got something else that I really want to try, so I got a few desserts actually. So first thing I want to show you is this. This looks like a flan. It's not. It is called Crema Volteada, and it's a classic Peruvian dessert. Crema Volteada means cream turned upside down. Cream basically turned. And it's sort of like flan, but from according to what I've heard, it's a little different from flan. It's supposed to be a little bit sweeter. It's supposed to be a bit creamier. It's supposed to be nicer than flan. Don't know how that's going to work, because to me, flan is already so sweet. It's already so nice. I don't know how you can even get creamier and sweeter and better than that. So I'm very excited to try that out. And with the churros, I got churros that are filled with manjar. And if you watch my Guatemala videos, I remember there was one time where we had manjar. Manjar is sort of that like sort of creamy, sweet, sort of a caramelly sort of substance, and they've stuffed it into the churros. And of course, I've got here on the side some chocolate francés. Chocolate francés is so foamy. I've had chocolate francés before, especially in Guadalajara, in Mexico, but here This is churros new. Like they literally added foam on the top. Like there's literally a white layer of foam on the chocolate francés. It looks amazing. But first, let's go ahead and get started with the crema volteada. First off, it's a big piece. I did not realize it was going to be such a big piece. I thought it would be like a tiny little portion of crema volteada that came up. No, this is like massive. It's really, really big. Let's go ahead and try out our first crema volteada here in Lima. Oh, forget flan, crema volteada. That's where we're at. That is so much better. It's creamier. It actually is creamier. It's a lot sweeter. The texture, for me, flan sometimes can be too jelly. It can be too bouncy. This literally melts. It's like cream that just melts in your mouth. I understand why people say it's different. It is different. The way they make it is definitely different. It is basically way, way creamier compared to a flan. Oh, this is easily one of my favorite dessert styles. That is incredible. Okay, let's move on to the churros. As you can see, they are stuffed with manjar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dip them right inside. Wow, look at the foam on the top of the chocolate. I'm going to go ahead, get some of the chocolate. I don't even know if it's more chocolate or more foam. That's how foamy this chocolate is. I don't know what's going on with this French chocolate, but let's go ahead and let's try it out. Those are the best churros of my life, and I've had lots and lots of churros. That is amazing. It is so nice and airy on the inside. The taste, the churros are actually a bit salty, but the salty is like a very good type of salty, so that it creates a sweet and salty. Now, there's so many things going on here. You've got the manjar, which is kind of sweet, kind of creamy, right? And then you've got the dough, which is kind of very salty. And then you've got the chocolate, which is that chocolate flavor. It is so foamy. It's literally like biting into bubbles. It's like my mouth just entered a bubble bath of chocolate creaminess. Wow, that goes so well together. The chocolate is something on it. I don't even know how to describe that chocolate. That is amazing. The churros, I don't know how to tell you. They're salty, they're sweet, they're every combination you can imagine. And the textures together, the crispiness of the churros, plus the softness, foaminess, the milk, everything combined together is just something that is incredible. I cannot believe these churros. They are easily the best churros I've had in my life. And I'm saying that after having eaten so many churros in so many different countries. These are easily the best churros I've ever had. And the crema volteada, I mean, that is something you're only going to find in Peru. It is a classic Peruvian dish, and there's a reason it's not a flan. Let's make this very clear. That is not a flan. That is something else. It's creamier than a flan. It's nicer than a flan. It's better than a flan, which makes this probably one of the best little dessert places you're going to find in all of Lima. There's a reason it's been open since 1968, and it opens till 1 a.m. every day. So, you know, even it's midnight, you want to prepare some churros, don't worry, Lima's got you. Manolo here has got you, and they're going to make sure you're satisfied by the time you leave at 1 in the morning. It is just incredible. Wow, what incredible desserts those were. The churros, amazing. And for me, the crema volteada, that was my first time ever having it, and that was just delicious. I cannot tell you how good it is. It's very different from flan. It's not the same thing as flan. It looks like flan. It can be deceiving, but it's not. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this food video here in Lima, from fresh ceviche in 𝐒𝐿 to some delicious sanguche here in the middle city in Miraflores, to some delicious desserts. I mean, it has been an incredible food day, and I'm so excited. I finally tried ceviche. I finally tried ceviche here in Lima. I finally showed you guys the ceviche is like in Lima. It is incredible. It is truly worth every soul that you pay for. It is one of the best things you're gonna have here in Peru. So I'm just really happy. It's been a great food day for me. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. We've still got more videos coming here from Peru, so make sure to stay tuned, and I'm excited to show you guys more. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.